More blessings and peace. Ramadan Mubarak. To the fasting believers, the fasting Muslims. Ramadan Mubarak. Just finished my morning run. 3.7 miles this morning. Just got a lot on my mind. The run wasn't as successful as I desired for it to be. Sitting here, before I share with you all what's on my mind, white man just walked up to me, appears to be homeless, walked over to me just now and asked me if I could make a phone call for him. I told him no. It's as simple as that, no. It may seem cruel for you who are unlearned, but those who know me know that I have the biggest heart in the world for homeless people, unfortunate people, black people. To be homeless and white in America is a matter of choice. In a land of white opportunity, a land of white rights. If you're white and homeless, it's a matter of choice. So me personally, you do what you want to do, but I don't have homeless white man can't get nothing from me. A homeless cracker can't get nothing from me. That word may be abrasive to the unlearned, but saying cracker, calling a white man cracker is not synonymous to calling a black man nigger. The word nigger is a derogatory word, a word of dehumanization. The word cracker is a southern coin or a southern word of honor that white people were given. It wasn't a word used to degrade them, to dishonor them, So I don't know one white person who was offended when they're called the word cracker, because it was never coined to be a word of dehumanization. So again, a homeless cracker can't get nothing from me. My heart is simply big enough for my people. To share with you what's on my mind, I want to discuss George Floyd and Ma'Khia Bryant. Family, friends, and foes, there's been 50-11 George Floyd since George Floyd. These people haven't stopped killing us. These terrorists, because that's what they are. The Fraternal Order of Police, or the America's police officers, is a terrorist organization. They've invoked terror on black people. It hasn't stopped. It's not going to stop. And we have to stop giving them a way out. We have to stop justifying their intentional murder of us by saying they need more training. They don't murder us because they lack training. They don't murder us because they lack the improper training. This is 2020, y'all. They have all the necessary training and skills they need to save lives, to protect and serve. They protect and serve white life. But they attack and deprive and murder and maim black life. So I would appeal to you all, as far as black people, stop giving them a way out. Stop justifying their murder of us by saying they need more training. What we have to realize is we can't train the hate out of racists. We've tried loving the hate out of them, and that hasn't worked. And we can't train. There's no teaching that's going to train the hate out of their nature. You know, you want to domesticate this white man as you would domesticate a dog. It hasn't worked. You know, again, there's been 50-11 George Floyd since George Floyd. Many of you were angry that Derek Chauvin had his knee on George Floyd's neck for 9 minutes and however many seconds. You were outraged. You were only angry and outraged because, as black people, you continue to have this bogus, this traitorous, this cowardly expectation of racist white police to be better. You have this cowardly, traitorous expectation of expecting this devil to become an angel. And this is why you're upset every time they kill us. And you're hurt and you're crying every time they kill us. Because you have this twisted expectation that they're not supposed to do that to us. When something happens so many times, it becomes habit, it becomes culture. They are habitual murderers of our people, and their organization can legally be classified as a terrorist regime. And they have been successful, they have been relentless in terrorizing black people. So when you saw Derek Chauvin's knee on George Floyd's neck, and you saw George Floyd begging for his life, a large statue of a black man, muscular, tall, dog, you know, a giant amongst men, and you saw him begging, he pleaded so hard for his life that he cried out to his dead mother, and that touched the hearts, the minds of so many of us. What you fail to realize is he cried out to his dead mother because he knew that amongst the living he had no help. Living black human beings just stood by with cell phones to record the incident. No one loved him enough. No one loved this stranger of a man enough to physically intervene to stop what was happening to them. And this is because our fear of this white man, our fear of these racist police, is greater than our love for each other. We fear them more than we love each other. You know? And that's why so many times we stand by as if our only defense, our only option, it's become second nature now. That we'll stand by, as black men, we'll stand by and watch racist white police beat the shit out of a black woman. And I'm not apologizing for my language. Black men will stand by and watch 1, 2, 3 white racist police beat the shit out of a black woman, and we do nothing but tell them to stop. And we do it so respectfully. We'll stand back and watch them brutalize a black life, and we'll respectfully call them bro. Hey bro, stop bro. That's short for brother. Why is it that we feel we have to be respectful? Why do we feel that in the face of white racial hatred, we have to be respectful? There's no honor in that. For being civilized in the face of incivility? Where's the honor in that? So while many of you were upset that Derek Chauvin had his knee on George Floyd's neck, I wasn't bothered by that. I'm not bothered when white police, I wake up every day and white police have murdered another black life. I'm almost immune to it now. So when I saw Derek Chauvin's neck, or his knee on George Floyd's neck, I wasn't angered by that. I was angry because George Floyd didn't get a chance to break the knee that was on his neck. I was angry because George Floyd didn't fight back when he could fight back. See, we're gonna die anyway, you know. So why take a chance on letting these terrorists put us in handcuffs and then take our life? If we're gonna die anyway, die with honor, die with dignity, knowing that you fought to hold on to the breath of life that the Creator gave you. You know. See, we have rights too. We have a God-given right and a law-given right to protect and serve ourselves, to hold on to the breath of life that the Creator gave us. And no man has a right to just take it, you know. So I wasn't angry that Derek Chauvin had his knee on George Floyd's neck. I was pissed off that George Floyd didn't have a chance to break the knee that was on his neck, you know. I'm gonna say this to family, friends, and any stranger. If you ever see me on the ground with a white racist police officer's knee on my neck, do me a favor and take the life of that cowardly bastard that has his knee on my neck. Don't stand by with the cell phone for Facebook likes and YouTube likes and World Star likes, you know. I don't need you coming to court for me, you know, telling people what you witnessed. I don't need you exploiting or profiting off of what happened to me. Because my desire is to live. And don't let anyone tell you differently. My desire is to live. So if you ever see me on the ground with a police officer's knee on my neck, do me and my family a favor and get that damn knee off my neck by any means necessary, because I desire to live. You know? See, that's that Jesus love. But see, we don't have Jesus love for one another. You know? Fast forward to the verdict of Derek Chauvin. Black lawyers jumping around, chest bumping after the 3 guilty verdicts came down, as if they were watching a football game and someone